Let's get more on the potential investment in Intel and AI. Alibaba with Susquehanna's Chris Rolland. Chris, great to have you with us on a day when there's just so much chip-related news in the air. I first want to get your take on this Bloomberg report that Intel has approached Apple for some sort of an investment. The stock was up, curiously, during the session, outsized gains relative to peers. What do you make of this report?
Yeah, I think it does make sense on the surface. Our take right now is Intel's on a roll. Trump is behind him, of course, with that $20 Intel investment for the U.S. taxpayer. They've added a bunch of guys here, SoftBank, obviously, NVIDIA as well. And really, Apple still probably owes Trump something for removing iPhones from tariffs. And so this could be, in some ways, a bit of a payback. Intel right now is also desperate to get themselves a 14A foundry customer. And so that would presumably be linked with that investment.
Hey, so Chris, the whole notion of state capitalism where the administration is taking stakes in strategically important companies, might you see something in an AMD, for instance? AMD is obviously trying to take market share from NVIDIA, and the whole idea of having second sources or multiple producers of this technology makes some sense. Are you expecting, possibly any other investments by the Treasury?
I am not expecting an investment in AMD. I think this is more about kind of boots on the ground, CapEx, actual manufacturing brought back to the United States, and AMD is fabless. But there could be some manufacturing sites and related companies that the U.S. could invest in, particularly if there was a strong need. TI could be one of those companies, although I think TI is reluctant. Wolfspeed needs some money in order to continue their silicon carbide ambitions. You might see something there. But other than that, I think it has to be manufacturing based.
Is this enough of a narrative, Chris, to be constructive on Intel, that there's a new CEO on board, that they are able to string together all these cash infusions from various parties, that the Trump administration seems to have a hand, at least on the surface, in arranging these extra lifelines to be there? I mean, is that enough?
I don't know if it's enough. I think cash is good, particularly when you have these manufacturing ambitions. You need cash. But I don't know if it's enough. What they really need is a bona fide large foundry customer, and not just a one-off chip, a few 100,000. We're talking about millions of units and a roadmap that extends through probably 2030. That's what Intel needs. And if they can share the costs of this manufacturing with their foundry customers, they might have a chance here.